Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Operation Embergate. This is a warrant we're going to be attending this morning, which is in relation to the possession and distribution of indecent images of children. The intelligence on which this warrant has been granted is that an IP address linked to our suspect has had a device connected to it in October which contained indecent images of children. The address we're going to be attending is a back-to-back terrace house, which is in the Army area of Leeds. And it's our intention to gain entry, and once inside, the suspect's going to be arrested. His arrest is going to be necessary to allow a prompt and effective investigation by way of questioning him back at the police station and also to protect a child. The information we have is that our suspect lives alone at the address and there are no warning markers against him. In light of this, we do not anticipate that there will be any children at the address. Once he's been arrested and transported to custody, we'll be conducting a search of the address for digital items which are capable of storing media. Our digital forensics team will be attending the address to examine the devices that we seized. You should have all received your briefing packs which identify your teams you've been allocated to. Eddie and Richard are going to be the arrest team, and we've also got a method of entry officers with us should we have any issues gaining entry to the address. We've been allocated channel 9 to work off, and if I can also remind you all to be in possession of your PPE equipment at all times. And Carol has also got some further information for us at the end of this brief. The intelligence that we have received is that an IP address which is linked to our suspect has had a device connected to it in October which contained indecent images of children. It will be our intention this morning to attend the address, and once inside, the suspect's going to be arrested. So the majority of our jobs we will arrest them, every person, every job we deal with. We do have a process which is called a voluntary attendance, where we can invite people to come to the police station for an interview, which is not under arrest. They do happen, but it's not often. That they may happen if we attend address and there's nobody home, we have to force entry. Once we've done the search and seize the items, we will make contact with that suspect and arrange for them to come to the police station to be interviewed. At the moment, we're working off, on average, 2 to 3 warrants a week. So obviously if you times that by how many weeks a year, that gives you an idea of how many suspects we deal with. Well, I've been on this team now, and this team was created about 3 years ago now, and I would say it's slightly increasing. But at the same time, the amount of arrests and convictions that we're having for these types of offences is also on the increase. Because we've now got a dedicated team purely working on indecent images, it means we can put more time and effort into catching the people responsible and have an interest in these types of offences, and the majority of them are going and getting convicted at court. I think the main issue is with the modern day technology that we have. It's very easy for somebody under the age of 18 to take a photograph of themselves, even if it's just to their boyfriend, girlfriend. It's very easy to take a picture of yourself and send it on, but you don't know the consequences of that relationship ending and that other person in receipt of them images forwarding it on to other people. And unfortunately, these images go viral, and I don't think a lot of people understand how easy it is for children these days to take them images and forward them on to each other. A lot of people, when we have information they have indecent images, when we go around to their houses and we don't find any images on their computer, but we find traces of what's called the dark web, it gives us the indication that they're accessing these images on that platform, and our initial investigation and inquiries that we do on them computers can't look into the dark web at that stage. So that's an ongoing issue that we're currently looking at tackling in a different way. You never get used to seeing the images as such, which we see pretty much on a daily, if not weekly basis. The support we get through the police is very good. We often get to go and see our doctors, which we have 6 monthly reviews with, and they assess us. Because we're a very small unit, makes it very easy for us all to talk to each other, and it isn't easy seeing these images, but the job we do is quite a rewarding job.